Hey everyone, it's Dawn here, and gonna do an unboxing. I got the ETMax, my ETMax. So this is the ETMax that at the last ABS race, I got second place, and then they offer, one of the prizes is a wheel, and then what I like to do is ask for an upgrade, and I'll pay the difference, and so that's what I did. And really, the only wheel that was kind of available at the time was the ETMax. So I was like, okay, sure, I'll take the ETMax. But otherwise, I wouldn't really get the ETMax. I think I want a long-range wheel, but there is none of those available right now, so ETMax it is. Now, let me see. How do I do this? This where it opens, it is, this box is so taped up that I can't tell where the openings are. Is we connected there? It looks like you're connected everywhere. Oh well, I already tore this side. Wait. Oh my gosh, this unboxing is already going so horribly. Oh wait, it goes down the middle. Okay, this is gonna be the worst unboxing video, because I don't know what I'm doing. Cut. And I don't have my proper knife. I'm using this thin little thing. What is this? Oh, second box. So I love the ETMax when I wrote the demo one that Marty has or had, but once again, I'm all about long distance. I hate having to worry about range, and I like to ride a lot, so I want the range. All right, let's see. How do I do this part now? Are you guys even able to see? Oh my gosh, the whole time, did you not even see me? Okay, I should push this. I didn't even check. Maybe I should lower this down. I don't know, I'm so bad at this. We should see the box, right? Oh my goodness. All right, worst unboxing video ever. God. Let's see. But you guys know me by now, right? You guys know that I can't do anything right. Okay. Let's try that. I don't even know if I've done an unboxing video before, just because of how ridiculous this is. You're wondering what I'm trying to do. Trying to pull that edge over. All right, can you still see? All right. And they taped. Oh my goodness. This thing is so heavy. All right. Ta-da! Cables. We've got power pads. I went spilling everywhere. And a new wheel. And the wheels facing front. Perfect. Should I try to lift this thing? It's gonna be heavy. Gotta get my foot. There we go. Oh my gosh, it's so tall. Did I remember it being this tall? Look at Look at how tall it is. All right, let's see. Get it back up here. Stay here for a sec. And my new wheel. Take a moment to savor the new wheel. What happened to all the little nubbins? It's like they pre-cut all the little nubbins. You know how the new tire usually has these little nubbins? Okay. To get it out of transport mode, you're gonna turn it on. It is on, it's in transport mode, so it's not gonna balance. And then you hold down the spin kill button, which is the left button. The power button is on the right. Power button, spin kill. You're gonna hold down the spin kill button and you're gonna hit the power button 5 times. Try that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then it does a long beat and then you turn it off. So hold down the power button, the right button, turn it back on again. And now it is balancing. Let's see, gotta get on it. The suspension actually feels okay. All right, so I'm gonna turn it off. And I wanna take a look at the 900-pound. And it's actually pretty far down already, which is why it already feels pretty good to me. Let's see what it's gonna touch when I put this down. That's fine. All right, so what it came with were the stock pads, and I'm not even gonna bother with the stock pads. Now, I do admit that the stock pads are very nice, and they fit really nicely on the wheel, and it actually, the pads and the wheel looks beautiful together. But function wise, I want to use my own pads, which my favorite are the Clark pads, the Titan foam pads. So I'm not going to use those. Oh, I am going to use those. And what I have right now is the Kydex. So this is a Kydex sheet with some Velcro on it. And then I stick my pads directly onto this. And then I can just stick this directly onto any wheel that I'm testing. So this is my set of Kydex that I use for my demo wheels, but I'll have to get another set of the Titan foams and make another one, because this is gonna have to go on this wheel. And let's see, we got this plug that won't be used, and this plug which I will be using, and the stock charger, which I like to use my stock charger while I'm charging at home, and then I use my Roger charger. I have the V4SC, which is my favorite, and there's smaller ones, and I mean there's so many different, Roger has so many different chargers in his lineup, and they're all really cool. But I like the V4SC. It's not the smallest one. It's larger and heavier and bigger, but it is, to me, a great balance between very powerful and it's compact enough for me. I mean, it's already smaller than my V2, so. And it's way smaller than this. Gosh. Look how big this is. Oh my gosh. Should I go get my fast charger? So what they give you is it goes to 168 volts, 5 amps. So with my Roger charger, I can charge up to 18 amps. I think they said that this can charge up to 20 amps. But in charging, I think Marty tried it, and I think him and Roger tested it out, something like that, and they said that around 19 amps it kind of cuts out, and so at 18 amps it'll take the charge all the way. And then I'm a little bit worried because some people have had problems with this bricking when they do the firmware upgrade, And also some units are not charging all the way to the 168. Now I think that Begode's official position is that, you know, same thing like in Motion with the V13, where they're saying, well, yeah, we did that on purpose so that the batteries will have a better life and last longer and have, you know, better health if you don't charge it all the way. So they are blocking it to not charge all the way. But then some units are charging all the way. So it's like, and we wanted to charge all the way. So there is that thing going on. But if you really wanted to charge all the way, I think the Rogers charge distribution board modification, which I have on my EX30, which bypasses the safety and lets you charge faster and stuff, I think that will eliminate that. So those are things that I'm gonna have to check out, see if this wheel will charge up all the way and if it's gonna brick on me during firmware update. They also provide 2 little fuses for this because this can blow a fuse, and then it should be easy to change out the fuse if that ever happens. It's just this little thing that you take out. You just get under there, and it even shows you fuse, and then you can change out. So if you ever wonder what those little fuses are, it's right there. All right, so I'm gonna put this back for now because what I am looking for, where are my tools? They should have included 5mm Allen key for the pedals and some of the bigger bolts, and a tool to adjust the spring. So, looking in the phone, where's my stuff? I thought they usually taped it onto the back of the foam, or they have it in the box, and everything fell out right here. It wouldn't be on this bottom foam. Oh wait, maybe it is on this. Because this is actually the top foam, right? Because I opened up the bottom of the box. Yes, here it is. I can fit all the way inside. Okay, so inside the top foam is the tools that I was looking for, and it's stuck into this foam like this. So here's your 5mm Allen key. That I love these. They give this with every wheel, and I keep it all the time because to adjust, to tighten the pedals, you kind of need 2, you know, one on each end and stuff, and then to adjust some things with the suspension, then you need 2 to tighten both at the same time. So, you know, these are actually really handy. And then this should be the tool for adjusting the spring. And this is black. So this is what it looks like. All right, so let's see, we got the specs here, a certificate of compliance, and many strips of hook and loop, aka Velcro. All right. Well, these are nice pieces. It's all like custom cut out and everything. That's pretty cool. See if I'll be using those. All right, let's see. 20-inch tire, pedal size, pedal height, trolley height. They're missing an R. Tire size 90, 90, 14. Net weight is 49 kigs. Gross weight is 57 kigs. No Bluetooth speaker. Headlights. Charging port is a GX20 3P1, 20 amps. Stop charging at 0 degrees Celsius. Headlight is 7,000 lumens. Voltage is 168 volts. Motor 4,500 watt tile type high torque motor. I do love the motor on this thing. Just needed more battery. Battery type 21750S. Battery 3000 watt hour smart BMS. Display suspension 130 millimeter effective distance bidirectional damping closable. Is that okay? So typically these are sent with a 1,300 pound spring. That was their default, and then they said that they were offering the 900 pound spring, which I opted for the 900 pound spring because the demo wheel had the 1,300 pound spring, and I hated that suspension. Now, Ronin, I believe, changed the spring to the 900 pound spring, and then he sent it to Duff. And Duff said that he didn't really, like, the suspension was okay, but it still wasn't great. So, makes me a little bit nervous, but I'm hoping that this 900 pound spring will work for me. Controller, 8 parallel, 48 MOSFET, 1200 amps. Wireless upgrade, yes. First class speed alarm at 30 kilometers per hour. Second class speed alarm at 45 kilometers per hour. Free spin speed, current limit, 300 amps. Okay, so that's it. Okay, so they sealed around the motor cover really nicely. First thing I want to do is I'm just going to take this 5 millimeter and I'm going to check real quick if these are all nice and tight. Oh, pedal height. So this one is adjustable pedal height, and I think I like mine at one hole below the top, which is what this is already set at, so that's perfect. I don't even need to check that. It is a good idea to check your bolts first because we never know what they will give us. All right. Let me go ahead and show you a close-up of the suspension. All right, so here's the suspension. And I can't tell you exactly what these thingies do, but what I don't know anything about suspension. All I know is that I know how I want it to feel when I bounce on it and when I hit stuff. So I will turn things all the way one way and then just incrementally change it until I find this, I find that. And I know it doesn't sound scientific at all, but I can always get it to where I want it. And so you got this thingy over here, you got this thingy over here, and you got this thingy over here, okay? Now this thingy, you're actually not supposed to mess with it because it should be filled with, what is it, nitrogen, not air. And this is not rider weight specific. The gas that is in here is just in there to protect the internal components to have them work correctly for the wheel. It is not rider weight specific, and you shouldn't mess with it because if it is filled with nitrogen, you know, and all that stuff. Is it nitrogen? I can't remember. But anyways, but I guess if you do mess with it, because Begode doesn't say that directly, if you do mess with it, then this should only be filled 50 to 100 pounds or PSI, and regular air is fine, I guess. So, but for me, I'm not going to mess with that at all because now I know. And then if something ever does happen, I can check that. But yeah, the gas in here is just for the internal components to work. So like pushing up the seals and stuff like that. So then you have the spring, and let's see. I should have looked for it before I started this video. But sometimes you can tell what the spring, and I had to do this for the 1,300 pound spring, is it'll be etched somewhere on the spring what it is. And I don't see that on here, not readily visible anyways, but you'll see it on the spring itself, etched somewhere, inconvenient like. All right, so here's the tool that they supply, and you stick that into any one of these holes, because I want to go to the left, I believe. Then, oh my gosh, this is hard doing it with one hand holding my phone. Okay, so we're just going to turn it this way. And what I'm doing is I am lengthening the spring. So you can see all of these. So you can turn this retainer nut all the way up, all the way down. And if you turn it all the way down, then it's going to make the spring have less preload on it, less force on it, right? So that'll be stiffer, even harder to compress. But if you have the spring longer, then it'll compress easier there and have less preload. And I hope I'm saying the right words. And because I don't weigh that much, and this is not going to be my off-road wheel, then I don't need a lot of preload at all. I want it to be as soft as possible, because it's mostly just going to be hitting small stuff. So I want it to compress quite easily and have a nice soft ride for me. So if you were a heavier rider, or if you were going to do very demanding things that needed a harder, then you would want more preload. And, oops, let's see. I wanted to go out as much as possible, so I have the long spring, but I also want to make sure that it's not so loose that it's going to be, so I'm going to leave it at there. So I still have some more to go down there. Well, it looks like I do, because I still have some more threads that I could go down, but I'm going to try this for now. This should be good. And what else can I show you from here? Oh, we do want to take off this sticker. God. Oh, please be an easy sticker to come off. What does this, let's see, before using Begode, please read the manual carefully. Please wear helmet, gloves, knee pads, elbow pads. Do not ride on motorway or crowded pedestrian roads. Let's see, riders under 18 must be accompanied by a guardian. When riding Begode, unexpected situation and sudden danger might be encountered. Please ride it with caution. Any behavior that is not following the user manual causing damage to life or property losses, our company will not be responsible. Begode.com. Yay. All right. Should I take this off too? Am I going to remember that this is a 3,000 watt-hour wheel? I will try. Oh God, I'm going to have to get some glue be gone to get some of that residue off. Yuck, yuck. There. Mud guard is metal and very stiff. Does not move at all. Remember when I was testing that CP Pro and when we were doing the free spin, the mud guard was flapping around so much it made a horrible sound. Oops. Let's see. Aw, I already have a dent on my battery box. I didn't even do that. These pedals are really nice, but I would like to have the better pedals. Adam G's. Okay, so this is what I was talking about for changing the pedal height. I have, I could move this up one more, so that's one available hole up there. But I think that this is the position that I like it at, which this position pretty much matches up with where my EX30 is already. So in order to changed this. Let's see. So you have one down, one up over there. You just have to take these screws out. So it's these 4. And I believe we used, we took this pedal off in order to get to these Allens. All right, so let's see, what else can I show you here? Standing it up, turning it on. Ooh, hasn't been ridden at all. That's a nice surprise. How do I take this plastic? I want to take this plastic. Do I want to take this plastic off? Or do I want to be Asian and leave it on? I really want it off. Why won't it come off nicely? Oh my gosh. Because it's wrapped all the way down. There we go. Oh, that's so pretty. Yay! Oh, trolley handle. I hate this trolley handle. Because it's so... There's like nowhere for your fingers to get into. And so you kind of, you know, and you don't want to use your fingernail and break a nail, but you do that. So it's really hard to do this when you got gloves on. And it goes to that angle only. It stops there. And it just feels like it's sharp around these little edges, and it's thin metal and kind of cuts into your hand because this wheel is heavy. You know, so, and it just lays down like that. So yeah, I'm not thrilled with the trolley handle, but I don't use it that much. You got this handle that I love. And then back here, this isn't really a handle, but it is indented underneath. So your fingers can get under there. And so you can grab it by there, which is nice. I love these holes and stuff because that's where I'm going to attach my tether to. I always attach my tether on the back, and then route it up to the front, feed it through the front, and then come up and clips onto me. So let me stand this wheel up over here. Oops. Take a look at it. I think this is the sexiest wheel yet. So I love this wheel. But do I need this wheel? I have 2 masters. I have an EX30. I use my EX30 everywhere because I can do just about everything on it, and it has the battery for me. But this wheel it is the best performing wheel that I have ridden. As I love this motor, how strong and it is the most powerful wheel I've ridden yet. So performance-wise, in the twisties specifically, I love this wheel. But the Commander Pro GT is very good wheel as well, and much easier to accelerate on, but just so ugly. I mean, this wheel doesn't look so pretty right now without all its pads and everything set up. But I just think that this is a really great wheel. So just a little extravagant for me because there's big overlap, and it kind of, with the 3,000 watt-hour battery, it's kind of at a spot where I'm kind of like, I don't really need this wheel, but I'm going to have to get it all set up perfect like how I want it, and then see if it can make a place in my heart. Let me see. Power button. So here's your charge port, and this thing is kind of funky. You gotta like twist this thing like forever in order to get access to the charge port. And then there's only one. It's not double charge ports anymore. Of a pain because it's it has this little tie. See that little tie on it? it's the little tie to make sure that, you know, you don't lose it, but at the same time when you're trying to turn it, then it gets caught like that. So I'm trying to turn it this way, and this little tie, so I have to push the tie away while I'm turning this thing. I know I'm making it sound so hard, but there's your charge port, and then this one is your power button. Here's your spin kill button. So which one changes my lights? It's my power button, right? Ooh, headlight, power button, power button, power button. All right, what about? Oh, I didn't realize that. You don't have to hold down the spin kill button. You just push the spin kill button, and now it won't balance. You push it again, and now it's balancing. I didn't know that. All the other ones, you know, you have to hold down the spin kill button. So I assumed, okay. Well, can you change these colors? Will it do any other colors? I'm holding down the spin kill button and nothing happened. Well, there. All right, so it's not, I don't think you can change the colors on these LEDs over here. And I've already talked about before, the brake light is really nice because it's like that, but really hard to see in the daytime in the sunlight, and you can't see it at certain angles. So you see how, like, even from this distance, you can't really see that brake light very well. So I would not count on this as being a good brake light to let people, cars behind you, know that you're there. I'd want to put some more lights somewhere around there. All right, so let me show you about let's talk about charger, okay? Because you get a new wheel and then you get this stock charger, and I would feel sorry for anybody that thinks that they should be carrying this around when you're charging on the go. It's only going to charge at 5 amps, and it is really huge. This is my Roger Charger V4 SC. Look how pretty I made it. And I did this partly because I love pretty things. So I don't want it to just look all plain and black. Also, when you're charging with a whole bunch of people and stuff, there's a lot of chargers laying around, and you know, all the wires and everything, and it makes this really nice to be able to just look amongst the masses of chargers and being able to recognize, okay, this is my charger, and everyone knows this is my charger. So a lot of times too, while we're eating and stuff, then one person will go run out and check on the chargers and the wheels, and then because it's separate from where we're sitting at, so when they run out, then they can see, oh yeah, okay, that's Dawn's charger to Dawn's wheel, okay, your charger's still going, it's still good, whatever, right? So in comparison, oh, the other nice thing is that you can completely remove the power cable from this. So when I put this in the case, look how nice this is. Oh God, you guys can't see the case, but let me get this in here. See, fits so nice in the case. And then I got my cables up here and case, and it is this big. It is only this big. So, okay. So, and that's with the case. So without the case, it's just so much nicer. And I can charge at 18 amps with this one. So this one, the power cable is attached. You can't remove that. So when you're putting it somewhere, you have to anticipate the length all the way down here and all of this, because you don't have that separate. So if we anticipated all of that, then these two are about the same length, like that. If you count this little nubbin, is what I'm saying, and this power cable, okay, then these two are about the same length, but this one is a lot smaller this way. So and this is just much more portable, much more powerful. And this one can charge a whole variety of wheels. This stock charger can only charge the 168 volt wheels, which right now is only, is it only this? No, I guess I don't even know what port it has. God, between all of those, it's very confusing, right? But yeah, so this one can charge all of my wheels except my baby wheels, the 84. And I don't think this can charge any 100 volts. So I think it can charge from 124 all the way up to 168. I think that's the range of this one. So it has a big range, and it can charge like 18 amps or maybe even higher, but I haven't tested it any higher than that. So all of those details, just ask Roger and get the specs on it. But yeah, he has a ton of different chargers, and they've all been very reliable and easy to carry, portable, and get the case with it. Get the bumpers. I got the bumpers with it. So get the bumpers. It's a cheap investment because this is all metal, and it'll get scuffed up. And I like to take care of my things and make sure that they look good, they function well, and everything. You know, you want things to perform the best, especially when these are things that if they fail, then it can hurt you. So it is worth the investment to make sure that you take care of all of your stuff. Anyways, I think that is it. I will be sticking on my pads and testing out the suspension and making all my adjustments and getting it good to ride. And then we'll have a video, the first ride video coming out soon. Thanks for joining me, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.